The saga continues. You know which one we're talking about. It's the Fast and Furious one, of course. And after the recent release of its 9th installment, we're here to tell you that more has already been announced. Thus, stick around with us as we take a first look at what is cooking and tell you everything we know so far about the ones that live their life a quarter mile at a time. Enjoy! The saga. To start things off right, 2 more movies have been announced, 2 parts of the same story that's going to spread across 2 movies. Thus, for now, we'll call them Fast and Furious 10 Part 1 and Part 2. So with that out of the way, and all the confusions put aside, let's dive right in. These 2 parts are coming to bring the Fast saga to a conclusion in the next few years. In October 2020, it was confirmed that Justin Lin would return to direct not one, but the final 2 movies of the series. The 2-part finale is expected to bring back the main cast of characters for an extended story, which, as we mentioned, will be told over the course of the 2 movies, a last ride to be remembered. While fans might be disappointed that the saga is coming to an end, Vin Diesel put it nicely in saying that every story deserves its own ending, and we can certainly agree with that. After such a long time in the running, and many cars ridden, we think that it's time, right? Many would think that it doesn't have to end, but like any other good thing, this one should too, and the reasons for this finale that is about to happen is just what the franchise deserves, or at least that is what we think. This franchise was born from the pavement, from the concrete, and the world championed the whole franchise. And it's because of the fans who managed to surpass all the expectations in the beginning. And now, it's finally time for the soul of the franchise to rest. A few words Vin Diesel had to say about the franchise as a whole. Over the years, we have seen that with every next movie, the stakes were higher, and the gang had to overcome more and more in order to stay in the game. And with the last sequel, Fast and Furious 9, heading up to space, what is next? Where would this crazy family take us? Well, we might have something in store for you, so stick around as we share all the details we managed to dig up just for you. Release date.
I'm doing Fast 10 Part 1 and Part 2, the finale of the saga in January.
Back when the 9th movie was set to release in April 2019, the 10th one had a release date of April 2nd, 2021. However, because the 9th installment had to suffer some delays on several occasions, obviously, the next in line was pushed back as well. The date for the finale is not set yet, as we have nothing on the release date of it, but for the confirmation that came from Diesel himself about the filming of the 2 parts starting in January 2022. We're very positive that the next movie probably will come as soon as 2023. This confirmed status also lines up with Tyrese Gibson's statement that the 2 movies will be filmed back-to-back, touching a lot of continents between the 2. The reason for the split of the next movie is that there is a lot of ground to cover, according to Vin Diesel, especially after considering just how many places they have to visit. The Fast and Furious 9 took 5 months to shoot, so if the 2 parts are actually filmed back-to-back, the production would take much longer, ruling out 2022 for sure. But 2023 might be the year when we see Dom and his family on the big screen, maybe even getting a treat to have the 2 movies released in the same year. Who knows? Anything's possible. Cast. Considering the details about the whole family, the original cast members being brought back, we couldn't see a finale where Vin Diesel was not part of it, right? In the last movie, the family has grown back even bigger, especially now, since Song Kang has made a surprise return as Han. Thus, we expect him to be back alongside Michelle Rodriguez as Letty, Ludacris as Tej, Tyrese Gibson as Roman, Natalie Emmanuel as Ramsey, and Jordana Brewster as Mia. This is how the core cast would look like, but a lot of cameos will probably be in store for us. Many characters appearing who had some part in the entirety of the series, including the likes as Bao Bao as Twinkle, Lucas Black as Sean Boswell, Jason Tobin as Earl Who, and Shea Wingham as Agent Stasiak. The fate of Kurt Russell's Mr. Nobody hangs in the air in the last movie, but knowing that he helped Han fake his death, you should not be surprised if he makes a return to help Dom and his crew out. Whether it'll be a cameo of sorts or a flashback, we cannot see a finale of the saga without an appearance from Brian O'Connor too. Perhaps it'll be some footage from the archives or some CGI trickery, but he will play a part for sure. The credits of F9 also show Jason Statham's Deckard Shaw returning to the main series, so we should expect his return, alongside his mother Magdalene Queenie Shaw, played by Helen Mirren. Does this mean that Dwayne Johnson's Hobbs will return too? Lynn has confirmed that both him and Shaw are part of the family and this universe, meaning that they are here to stay until the end. While he started as a villain, John Cena's Jacob Toretto was on Dom's side by the end of the 9th movie, so we should see him back in the fold for the finale too. As for Charlize Theron's Cypher, she's still very much a villain, but still alive, so we think we haven't heard the last of her either. Plot.
Please tell me that's not a Pontiac Fiero strapped to a...
As far as the plot is concerned, when we take a look at how nicely Fast and Furious 9 has wrapped up, there isn't much going on, and guess based upon the actions that happen there. There are, however, some mysteries still in the air, such as whether Mr. Nobody is still alive and what is on Jacob's agenda. 2 points to be taken from the previous movie of the franchise, but both more on the side of being subplots rather than an actual storyline the movie will follow as a course of action throughout the whole film. The one big tease for what is coming up next is in the credits sequence, which saw Han visiting Shaw, who understandably was surprised to see him. Since Shaw inadvertently helped Han keep Project Ares safe, will he let bygones be bygones? Or is there something entirely new going on? Maybe this visit from Han will lead Shaw to become a villain again. There are a lot of things that can be taken in consideration about some little but very notable actions that happened before the finale we're all expected to see. One thing that we can safely say about the upcoming 2-part finale is that it will likely see Dom and his family being faced with yet another mission to save the world, on a much bigger scale for sure, but also some internal quarrels to be fought, threats rising from the family itself. There might be a chance that we see even more unexpected returns from the dead, such as Dom's father or Gal Gadot's Giselle. After all, Han made his return, which can be seen as a hint that nothing can be ruled out in this crazy universe of theirs. One thing that can be ruled out, though, is that the franchise will not be smooth sailing to the end. More crazy things are on the way. No one will chill and sit around, not until the final word is spoken. On a related note, tell us down in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on the franchise as a whole? And if you're kind enough, share with us some of your favorite moments just below. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.